Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my platform. If you guys could do me a favor, can you let me know if the sound is on that you guys can hear? I would greatly appreciate that if you guys could do that for me. Just let me know that the sound is working, that you can hear me. I'm not for sure what was going on in the last reading the last live stream I just tried to bring up. So I want to make sure that the sound is on and that you guys can hear me. Okay. So we are calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ and the Ascended Masters, our spiritual team of highest light and resonance, and our guardian angels. And we're asking that all of that combined, please put a protective shield around us, keeping us safe from all negativity while uncloaking us so that we can be seen by the people that need to see and hear us. Also, if you guys could let me know if the sound is working, I would greatly appreciate that. Okay. Sound works. Okay, great. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Okay, so I don't know what the issue was. I just had to restart the phone, which again is a message to me to like restart my devices, which is like my body systems, and recalibrate. Okay, so anyways, welcome back, everybody. I'm so glad that you're here with me. God bless you. Just to let you guys know, I have put my financial details back into the description box below for those of you that do have personal questions that you need answered. You can send me a $20 Cash App or a $20 PayPal, and I will pause the collective reading and I will answer your question. And I'll set a 20-minute timer. So just to let you guys know. But we are calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, the Ascended Masters, our spiritual team of highest light and resonance, and all that is good, righteous, holy, and true. And we're asking that all of that put a protective shield around us, keeping safe these messages, but also revealing the truth. And we just want to say thank you, God, for everything. Thank you, higher self. We invite you forward. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you, we love you, we love you. All honor, glory, worship, and praise goes to my higher self, your higher self, the Most High God, for everything that I do. Again, please know that my readings are timeless, which means whenever you get to this reading, there's going to be messages in here for you. I suggest that you watch all of the readings on both platforms. I have another platform called Astraea Love, or I do psychic tarot card readings on that one as well. On that platform, I can accept super chats. And so we're working to getting this platform approved. And once that is approved, then I'll be able to accept super chats. Okay, so by watching my readings, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my readings, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me or anybody in the comments or anybody in the chat. Okay. Just to let you guys know, there are some links in the description box below. Besides the Cash App and PayPal, I have the link to the Truth of God. This is an advanced intuitive living workbook. I suggest that those of you that are on your spiritual journey get this book and work through it. Use the techniques in it. When you guys see me using the techniques, I'll be asking yes and no questions. I get that from this book. I'll be using a 1 to 10, like 1 being the lowest compatible, 10 being the highest compatible ratio, and I'll be using the techniques from this book. There's also the mind technique, which helps you clear the mental and emotional baggage that you have that you're dragging around with you so that you don't keep creating the same experiences. And then then there's also the God technique, which helps you rise above whatever is going on so you can tap into the energy of your higher self. Very, very powerful book. The link to this is in the description box below. I think in yesterday's video, if you are not in the US and you want to get a copy, there in yesterday's video's description, there is a link to, or not yesterday's, but the last one that I did on this channel. There is a link to the ebook, the e-Kindle version, which I think if you sign up for e-Kindle, you get the book for free for like 40 days, or you get it for the next 40 days, you can get it for free for signing up for e-Kindle. So anyways, this is me throwing you guys a bone, giving you the spiritual cheat sheet. How I do things is coming from this book and then using my natural skills and ability. So I suggest that you guys invest and get that book and use it. It's going to change your life. It's changed my life. And so that's why I share it with you guys. Now, the second book I'm going to talk about is Vassago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. This is the book that I've written, but I didn't write it by myself. I wrote it with God and the Holy Spirit and Vassago. And I have both the link to this book and the link to the original Rider-Waite tarot deck with the description on the cards in the description box below. So you'll want to use this deck with this book, and this book will teach you how to read cards for yourself and for others. I did not have anybody to teach me, so this is why I created this book. So you can use this book one of two ways. You can either start from the beginning, and it starts off with the 14 Zodiac Tarot card spread where you pull 2 cards for each position. So you'll shuffle the entire deck. You'll pull 2 cards for each position. One position will be your South Node, which is where your ego's at. The other position will be your North Node, where your destiny's at. And then it gives you information into how to step into your destiny. And then the spell that goes along with that, and again, these are not spells that you can do on anybody else, they're only for you, is to connect with your destiny. And so, very powerful. And this starts off with an initiation with Vassago and a prayer that's a lot longer than the one that I do. But it helps you pray for the best outcome and all of that, and for protection for you and for whoever you are reading for, if you do decide to read for somebody else. So again, this book is going to help you. It's based off of the major arcana cards. You can divide the tarot into 2 sections. The minor arcana cards, which are the page cards, the queen cards, the knight cards, the king cards, the ace cards, the 10 cards, the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 cards. And then the rest of the cards are the major arcana cards, which are the major transitions, like the devil, the emperor, the empress, the sun, the hangman, the world, the moon, the fool is the first one, the last judgment. So all the death, all of those are the major arcana cards. The lovers, the temperance. Maybe we'll read from Temperance. Okay, so basically, you can use this book one of 2 ways. You can either start from the beginning and then go all the way through the major arcana cards, which are the major transitions, till you get to the end of the book. Or you can do it by whatever situation you have going on. Let's say you want to know more about love. You go straight to the Lover's Tarot card spread and use that. And then you'll get the information when you go to do the Lover's spell to draw love into your life. You'll have an idea of what you're looking for. The death, if you need to bring an ending to a certain situation or a habit or a thought pattern or something that's toxic, the death tarot card spread and spell will give you information and how well you work with death energy and how you process grief and all of that. If you need to sacrifice something, give something up, the Hangman tarot card. So again, you could use it like by the major arcana cards, what you're needing to work with at that time, or you can use it by going from the beginning to the end. It doesn't matter. Either way, you using it is going to create positive results. Okay, so I'm going to read a little bit from the Temperance. Yeah, the star, if you want to know about your star traits and qualities, that would be the one. What you're growing, the last judgment. Let's say you're facing court, you could do the Justice tarot card spread and spell. Let's say you want to open up to the world. So I didn't actually look and see which one the Temperance is on, but now that I have gone through it, I will. Okay, so I'll read a little bit from the Temperance tarot card spread so you can get a feel for how this book works. And then we'll get into the reading. Okay, $1.99. Okay. So the Temperance tarot card is the number 14. The answer is yes, and the zodiac sign is Sagittarius. The Temperance card is associated with Archangel Michael and divine protection. It is a card of flexibility, change, and adaptation, one who works well with others and has good management skills, achieving balance and control of your own emotions in life. Many ideas and experiences synthesized to form new ideas. Cooperation to secure compromise. This card can mean a possible reconciliation may take place. So you'll shuffle the entire deck. You'll pull one card for each position. One card. Hold on. Let me get rid of this weird person. Sorry, you guys. This is just going to take 1 second. Like I said, you're allowed to have your own opinion, but religious condemning and all of that shit is not allowed on this platform. Everybody's allowed to have their own opinion as long as they're not religiously trying to condemn another person or call things that it's not. This is not witchcraft. If you want to think it is, that's on you. But again, I've already put the warning out there. Don't fucking play with me. We're talking about Archangel Michael. I'm not going to argue with somebody that is straight up delusional as fuck in the first place. Sorry, you guys, but I'm just not going to argue with people who are in religious psychosis. I don't have the time or energy for that, and that's really not what I'm here for. All right, I'm here to help you guys become empowered and enlightened and to access the truth and access your higher self, not access what some necromantic bullshit is that somebody else wrote that's fucking dead. That's not even the truth. Like, I'm not... And I love the Bible. Like, I love the book of Psalms because it's about people that had a real relationship with God, not no, oh, go to Jesus type thing and put everything on Jesus's back. Why would anybody want to do that? If that's your savior and you love your savior, stop sinning. Don't go putting your bullshit on Jesus's back when he already suffered for everybody. That should be like self-explanatory. Also, don't judge others. Like, judge not that you be not judged. That should also be very self-explanatory. You know, you can't ever judge another person without calling judgment on yourself. That's why we should just allow the universe and God to do what God's going to do and not attach personal judgment to things. So anyways, so yeah, you'll shuffle the whole deck. You'll pull one card for each position. The card that you pull for this position is the self, right? In relation to the temperance, which is going to be about how you can balance things. It says, can reveal insights into your awareness, level of consciousness, and divine personality traits. Reveals the ego's blind spots and shows you where any illusions, such as false positives or false negatives, reside. This card position can give clues to understanding the ego and how it's navigating on autopilot in your life. The card that you pull for this position can reveal a shocking truth about the self that you are resistant to accept. If there are any negative influences affecting your temperament, such as engaging in toxic behaviors, may be shown to you through the card that you pull for this position. If you have a personal protection from the Archangel Michael, who is the warrior angel who casts the devil into hell and leads heaven's armies, you will pull the Temperance Tarot card for this position. If you were to pull the Four of Swords for this position, you will know that you are going through an awakening or an ego death. And then the position 2 is the waters of moderation. The water that is being balanced between the 2 cups is the waters of moderation. The water that you, or I'm sorry, the card that you pull for this position gives hints and clues to where you are being limited or where moderations in your life are needed. This card position can also reveal inner child wounds, beliefs, and other lifetime covenants that are at play in your life right now. If you have a divine contract with the Yoruba goddess Oshun, which is the African goddess of sweet waters, rivers, abundance, beauty, and wealth, you will pull the Ace and Love. You'll pull the Ace of Cups tarot card for this position. If you are able to moderate your own life without divine assistance or guidance, then you'll pull the Temperance tarot card for this position. So it goes into more tarot card positions, you guys. The next one is the Angel of Temperance, Archangel Michael. And then the Temperance tarot card helps you create holy water with Archangel Michael so that you can cleanse your space. And the prayer that goes along with the spell is, I invoke, draw in, and evoke, draw out the sacred blue flame, the will of God of Archangel Michael. I call upon Saint Michael, the Archangel, to bless and protect me, my family, and my home. I give you permission to intercede on my behalf and the behalf of my loved ones. Please come to my space and help me to clear my energy. And then it goes into helping you create holy water. But yeah. Then in the back of the book, I have a compendium of knowledge of what it can mean when you have more than one of the major arcana cards coming out next to each other. Okay. So I'm going to go to the Temperance and I'll read a little bit. Okay. So the Temperance card represents divine intervention and Archangel Michael. Anytime you see the Temperance card in a reading, you will know that Archangel Michael is peeking his head into your life. When things are out of balance, you will pull the Temperance card in the reverse. If you pull the Temperance in the upright, it could indicate that something is out of balance in the situation that you are in, which means that this is going to bring about balance, right? So if more temperance is needed, you may pull the temperance before a major arcana card. So like if more temperance is needed in a certain subject, then you'll pull the temperance before the major arcana card. Let's see. If you pull the Temperance card and then the Death card, it can indicate grave danger because something is out of balance. If you pull the Temperance and then pull the Lovers card, it could mean that you need to stop being intimate with someone and that you need to use your best discernment, okay? If you pull the Temperance and the Moon Tarot card, it could indicate that someone is trying to swap energies with you and that they are trying to use your energy to bring balance to their energy system. Be very aware of that. And then it keeps going and going and going, you guys, but you get the gist of this. Vassago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells, the link to it's in the description box below. The Truth of God, the link to that's in the description box below. And the link to the original Rider-Waite Tarot deck with the description on the cards is also in the description box below. So for those of you that do want to learn to read cards for yourself and for others, those books are going to help you. The Truth of God is going to help you with everyday discernment. It works with your intuition, your clairsentience, which is clear knowing, which is what you already have. And that's like a gut feeling. Okay. And just forgive that person that was on the religious psychosis shit. Okay. I'm serious. We just need to start being like forgiving people that are psychotic and up under religious psychosis and that keep telling everybody that the Torah, the Quran, or the Bible is the answer to everything. If it was the answer to everything, do you think there would be people lost on this planet right now? No. They're like, I'm sorry, but it's great, useful literature. But besides being literature, just like this is literature, if you don't use the Bible is a spell book. You can use it to bless or to curse. It's on you what you decide to use it for. Same thing. Like I could lead a horse to water, but I can't make it drink. I can give you the answers. Literally, I can literally give you the answers. But if you don't use the information and apply it to your life, then it becomes meaningless. Does that make sense? Like I could give you the answers, like literally how to get control of your creation. This is it. If you think the Bible's the answer, then go ahead. Like I said, I'm not going to try to convince anybody that's in religious psychosis, but if Bible was the answer, then it would be the answer for everybody and people's lives would not be so fucked up. But like I said, you can go down whatever path you want. Your destiny will always be your destiny where you end up. But it just depends on how quickly you get there, whether it's this lifetime, the next, or the next. You may not come across the Truth of God information in another lifetime. I mean, we haven't come across that information, the fact that our higher selves is God in any other lifetime. So that's why I feel like take advantage of the life you have now and live it to the fullest. And like I said, I'm not here to convince anybody or to chain them into anything. I'm here to liberate people and to bring the truth to people and to bring common respect and kindness and love to people. That's literally why I'm here, to give you guys assistance. Okay. So while I am here, take advantage of it. And, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I suggest that if you want things to work out well, start doing things that will be in alignment with them working out well. Projecting onto others and telling everyone to read the Bible when these people that say that, they don't even read the Bible themselves because they recite things that are not in the Bible that they've just made up. And I think that is part of religious psychosis. So that's my own opinion, though. I encounter it a lot. It does upset me sometimes, but I'm not going to let it make me feel bad about myself. Like the fuck. I was in religion. I was deep in Catholicism, going to Catholic school and all of that growing up. Did I ever have one relationship with Jesus? Not one. Not one interaction. Not the whole time in religion. Never had anything that resembled God. No interaction whatsoever. And that's why I am telling you guys how I succeed, basically how I have come to God is by going within, which is where Jesus says God is anyways. But, that's beside the point. People want to continue to throw that shit around like it actually means something. Maybe it does to them, but they're not using it in the right context. And anybody trying to persecute a psychic or a prophet or somebody that is connected to God and speaks good things about God is a fool. Okay? Those are not the types of people that you want to be around. People that bad talk and are cruel to people that work for God. I can guarantee it. All right, so I'm going to pull a couple cards from the True Emotional because I just want to see what's going on. I get that something, there could be a sudden change of events or something's going to be working out, in a different way. Hold on, let me just get rid of this other bully. It just takes 1 second to just get rid of them. Okay, anyways. Like I said, you don't have to get the books, but it will help you. And if you don't feel like you need them, then go back to doing whatever it is that you do. Okay? And secondly, The Truth of God is not my book. That is the book that has helped me. That's why I'm sharing that. I'm sharing this out of the kindness of my heart, not because I make money off of it, but because I want you guys to have the same success that I do when it comes to connecting with God. And if you don't feel that you need that, then you shouldn't be on this platform. If you don't feel like you need more God in your life, you should stay away from me because I love God and I'm very devoted to God. Real God, not imaginary person sitting in the throne in the middle of a fucking cloud, which is most likely an Anunnaki. Okay. Twin flames. So yeah, I mean, there could be something that is definitely changing here. I seriously hope. This planet is in such a state of disarray that I hope that there is something changing. All right, let's get a good message. Legal matters, interesting. Divorce property, criminal paternity. Criminal paternity, what the hell does that mean? Child support, traffic ticket. Somebody could be dealing with somebody that doesn't want to pay child support. Or maybe this could be a couple that's breaking up. When twin flames come into each other's lives, it's not always at a convenient time. It could be while this, like one part of the twin flame could be in a marriage with somebody. Let's get the likes up, you guys. And another part could be in a completely different part of the world. But then spirit still brings you guys together. And they could cause somebody to have to leave a relationship to choose something better. That's the reality of life. Round and round, cycles, triggers, because unless, if people want to stay stuck in the matrix, going round and around in a hamster cage, in a hamster wheel, I will let them. I will let people do that. I will let people be ignorant, religious psychosis, and all of that. I will allow it. Just like God allows you, God will give you enough rope to hang yourself if that's what you want to do. And people just need to understand that, this is what they're going to get if they continue to do the same thing. I don't know what to tell them. A lot of people are sitting around waiting for a different outcome, but they've not done any of the inner work to change what's going on within them so that they could have a different outcome. We all create our realities with our thoughts and our beliefs. And if this is the way of coping, then maybe people do need Jesus. Maybe they do need God. If this is the method of coping, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. People are going to do whatever they want, but what they're not going to do is disrespect real wisdom, and they're not going to disrespect God either, or anybody that works for God. I can tell you that. These people will attempt to do the devil's work, but will they be successful at the end of the day? Are my feelings going to be hurt? No. Why would my feelings be hurt? because somebody else is crazy, that sounds like a them problem. I basically figured my own shit out. Karmic ties. And I don't care. I cancel, rebuke, remove, and cut the cords of every karmic tie that has ever existed in my experience. Okay. And I ask that Archangel Michael cut all karmic ties. We've had enough of those experiences where people are just like, you know, why we don't need this? Why are you doing it? Like, yo, chill out, take a seat, take a breath, go for a walk. Why are people so upset that I'm loving God publicly? And why are people so upset? You know, what is it? What is it that's bothering them this much? Like, especially with you, I don't see that you guys are doing anything to provoke these people to be so like, you know, it's like, okay, if they feel that way, then they can go mind their business that pays them and figure out how to make these changes that they want in their life by themselves with their methods that clearly we all know that their methods have not been working, because if their methods were working, they wouldn't be looking anywhere else. Okay. All I'm trying to do is help and offer people another way, another pathway. Okay. Because I do know how using the Bible did not get me shit. I do know how like using, you know, whatever religion was did not do anything at all. And so that's why I'm offering the assistance, because I have real life experience. And I'll continue to do it until God decides until God goes, yeah, you've done enough. You've made a big enough splash in the ocean to have a ripple effect that's positive, and you don't have to do anymore. And then I'll go do whatever else I want to do. Memories. Yeah, these people, the fact that this person's holding Polaroids gives me like 1980 vibes. Like, it just straight up does. And I'm sorry, but no camera has ever been as fun as the Polaroid. If you didn't grow up in the 1980s and you missed out on Polaroids, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for you, because they were so much fun. Like, seriously, I remember getting the Polaroid like thing. You put it in the little Polaroid camera, and then taking pictures were so fun. Oh my gosh. So yeah, the thing is that these people are going to remain stuck while you move forward with your twin flame. And if your twin flame is going through a process where they're having to get a divorce or whatever, you know, it's better for them to walk away from something that's not for their highest and best good, so that they can choose something that is for their highest and best good. I would be doing everything in your power to not let people bother you, because in this day and age, that is what people want to do, is they want to provoke and irritate and upset other people. And and these are the types of people that are sitting around waiting for a new outcome when they don't do anything to change what's going on within them. They're always waiting for something else to happen, or a change that's never going to come because they won't change. I mean, it's like insanity. Somebody that continues to do the same thing over and over again without any success, or they're delusional in the success that they think that they have. This is why affirmations are so good, because when you start affirming something, even if you don't believe it and you know it's not the truth at that moment, when you create an affirmation, you create a new neural pathway within your mind. But if you have like a bunch of beliefs that counteract what you're asking for, the universe is not going to be able to bring you, not in a speedy amount of time, what you're asking for, because you have counteractive energies and you are creating your own reality. And so that's why creating affirmations at least gets the energy moving in the right direction, even if you have all this extra background stuff, which using the mind technique gets rid of that background stuff so that you can keep your mind clear and clear the thoughts and beliefs that are creating your reality, the parts of it that you don't like. Secluded. Somebody wants you secluded and separated. Wow. They want you, you know, cut off from everybody else. I think you being cut off from karmic people is not seclusion. That's a blessing right there. Okay, what else do we need to know from the true emotional tarot? Closing the cycle, that you guys are closing a cycle. Remember, the closing of a cycle is the beginning of a new one. So you just have to decide what energy you want to put forward when it comes to this new cycle. What type of experience do you want to have? Like a lot of the times people will jump into a brand new relationship without taking any time to heal or go within and work on the issues that were in the past relationship. And so what they do is they manifest the same situations within multiple partners. And by doing that, I mean, the universe is always going to give you more opportunities to go within and heal. But the people that want to put it on Jesus or somebody else to do the work for them, those people, you know, are going to be waiting around forever to be saved when they could easily do it themselves. It just takes a little bit of courage to address the wounds that you have. And I feel like you guys are not afraid to do that. You know, when you're strong in your purpose and you know what you're here to do, it's going to be hard for people to tear you down. And it's going to be hard for them to deter you off of your purpose for whatever reason that they feel that they need to do that. I don't know why people are so cruel and evil and mean, but for whatever reason, they feel the need to try to tear somebody else down. It's because they've been broken down themselves. And most likely they're up under the control of, you know, some other entity or something else. Doesn't have to be an entity. It could be a person that's controlling them, a system even, you know. It's kind of like, it's just sad. Like, I know that the world does revolve around us as individuals, but I know that from a higher place of being one, a part of everything and a part of everyone. And so, like, I don't take that as like, oh, I'm the most important thing in the world. I don't take it as that. I just understand that things are revolving around what we're thinking and believing and creating. That's all. And I've had personal experience with actually clearing the thoughts and beliefs, using the techniques. You only use a tool and a technique until you don't need it anymore. And then the reality actually changes. Okay. And so, yes, like I've had I can't even count the amount of successes I've had with changing my thoughts and beliefs and the reality shifting. So there's no one on this planet that can tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, or that these techniques and what I'm talking about is not going to help, because I literally have not only witnessed other people use them and to success, but I have been using them for over 10 years to success, and it's cleaned my life up, and my life has gotten better, where before my life was complete shit and I wanted to die every second of the day. Okay. So I will tell you that it's what's helped me. And I think that it's pretty clearly stated how it's going to help other people, but nobody has to listen to me. It's up to them. I can give out the cheat code, but if nobody wants to use that, and I say the cheat code because the other methods are going to the Bible or doing whatever other weird shit, you know. Happily single. You could have been happily single, and then all of a sudden, dun, 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 here comes somebody. I feel like that's kind of the way that things work, though. Yeah, there could be somebody that's like, I am getting ready to break free of whatever situation, going round and round with somebody, you know. I feel like you guys are not toxic partners. However, there was a pattern with toxic partners in the past. You guys have broken that pattern, or you're breaking free of it, and you're doing it through doing positive things, being positive, you know, trying to stay positive as much as you can. Yes, you're learning to forgive. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. And just detaching from the situations and from the people and cutting those cords is going to be so important. The thing is that they're sitting around waiting for an outcome that's never going to happen. because it can't happen, not in the way that they create. They're using old methods that have never worked for anybody. I'm serious. Whatever methods they're using does not work for them. You guys could just have been dealing with people who want y'all to be miserable like them. Let's get the likes up, you guys. They want you to be miserable. For what reason? Sadism. I think it's sadistic to want somebody else to be unhappy, and it goes against the natural order of things. You can't control people's emotions, their thoughts, their words, so I wouldn't even try. I would just release them and, let people know that you have a boundary and that you deserve respect. And if they still feel the need to disrespect you, then remove them from your life. And do that by blocking them, telling them not to contact you, telling them to stay away from you. If you have to get a restraining order, do that, but do whatever you need to do to protect your peace and your safety and your sanity. Don't allow these people who are in a broken system, broken themselves, that can't get their own shit together, that just want to pick on others. Don't let them tear you down. Don't let them be the deciding, like there was a minute where I took my financial details off of my description box because I was tired of getting hexed and cursed. But you know what? I have the ability to literally rise above that and reverse it and undo it and block the shit and completely bring a stop to it immediately. So I just decided, instead of acting from a place of fear of worrying about people doing that, I'm just going to continue to undo the shit, send it back to them, or allow the spirit realm to deal with it. And I'll still put my stuff out there, at least until I get the super chats going on this platform. Because why live my life in fear of somebody doing something? That's just what these witches and warlocks and weirdos want. They want me to fear being able to gain money or, work or whatever. Or I don't care what they want. I literally do not. I don't care. I also do not care what happens to them. It's just like, I'm just very emotionally detached from what other people go through, because I know that a lot of the people that are going through bad shit have done a lot of bad shit, and they continue to do wrong by others. And so what am I going to do with that? Like, I can't control what other people think and do, and neither can you. So you just have to kind of release that feeling of like, oh, I can't, it's a frustration. Like, I can't control people. Like, I can try to help them, but if they don't help themselves, then that's on them. Temperance, which is what I was just reading from out of Vassago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. It's learning how to use temperance and knowing that you're protected by Archangel Michael. When people, after I do the prayer at the beginning and we invoke the archangels and all of that, I'm serious. I'm putting up a boundary at every point to not be bullied and harassed and stuff. And maybe this is something that you need to do as well, is put up that boundary and allow Archangel Michael to handle these people that won't respect a boundary. Okay. I mean, these people, whoever they are, they want the outcome. They're waiting for a turn of events and the outcome so that the situation ends up with you upset and miserable, crying and bitching and moaning and losing, while they get to win off of your energy. In what world, what universe do they think that we're living in? That's what I want to know. What world do they think that we're living in? Okay. First of all, God is so good. God is so great. Never underestimate the goodness and the miracles that God can do for you. I'm serious. Never underestimate it. Don't underestimate this protection that comes from Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael has no problem putting somebody else in their place. Archangel Michael can take care of it as well. And sometimes you just need to put it into the arms of the angels and allow them, to take care of it. Because again, I'm never going to pick up a sword and fight no person over something that's not even that. No, truth is truth. Falsehood is falsehood. Point blank, period. Delusions are delusions. I'm never going to fight nobody's delusions for them. Even if they pay me and ask a question, I'll help them, but I'm not going to fight them or I'm not going to fight through their demons. I will allow these people, like I said, God will allow you enough rope to hang yourself if you want to. Let Archangel Michael handle these people. Because again, these people think that it's a joke and it's a game to play with you, to play with your love life, to play with your sanity. They think that it's funny. But it's not going to be funny when their life is in the gutter, which it's pretty much already there anyways. But it's not going to be funny to them when their life is in complete shambles, because Archangel Michael came through, took his sword and cut everything off. Financial income, love, everything. Like, because this is how Archangel Michael feels. It's like, oh, okay, you're going to come over here and disrespect and play with the chosen one and try to derail them off their path and cause a lot of hurt and harm to everybody else that's trying to get help from this chosen one. You're going to come over here and interplay and infect and affect God's plan like that. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to pull up every root that you have that is a dead ass root. I'm going to put it in your face, and you're going to see that the person that you with ain't shit, that the job that you have, the people don't like you. I'm going to pull up every sin and every mistake that you've made until you look at yourself and stop focusing on hurting other people and become a better person. That's how Archangel Michael feels. Archangel Michael feels like you are the priority, not them. Okay? When it comes to protection and all that, you are the priority. You're the job. When God sent Archangel Michael to protect you, you are the priority in the mission. The mission doesn't involve this other person. They're a insignificant other person. Okay, you are the person that Archangel Michael is assigned to protect. They don't have protection because whatever they do, and again, I don't know what it could cause people to not be protected, but maybe they hate God. I don't know what it is, but it's probably different for each person. You know, we don't control what the angels do. They're here on assignment. We don't create those assignments. God does. Our higher selves do. The fool, like I said, let these people be foolish. You could, like I said, you could tell a fool all of the wisdom in the world, but if they don't listen to that and acknowledge that they're being foolish, then this is what's going to remain, that these people are about to walk off the edge of that cliff. It is what it is. I wouldn't be attached to it at all. Just know, practice self-love. Love yourself first so that you can be there for others. You know what I mean? And if you feel like somebody has done you dirty or is doing you dirty or is doing you wrong, listen to your intuition. If you're about to go somewhere and your stomach starts to cramp, or you get a migraine, or you just feel totally off, or you feel fear, that is a sign. Like, your body will give you actual physical signs that somebody is not for your highest and best good. And you don't want to know what it is that they have going on. Like, literally, I don't care. As far as people being compassionate to the way that I feel, people try to beat me up all the time. I'm not compassionate to the way that people who are fools feel. Because again, you cannot logic or reason with somebody who is unreasonable and has no logic within them. Like, literally, you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. That's why I give these foolish people to Archangel Michael and release it. 3 of Swords. Whoever is cheating here, this is the 3 of Swords represents cheating and a broken heart. See the 3 swords? That's usually there's 2 people in a relationship. 3 is a crowd. Okay, sorrow is straight up says sorrow and loss, arguments with the lover, marriage separation, incompatible lovers, cruelty, abuse, and separation that causes emotional upheaval. Someone will betray you. You're capable of inflicting hurt. Mistakes are made. Accept your blame for the part. That's what the 3 of Swords says. So again, if you've been unaware that you're getting cheated on, please just listen to your intuition. Stop denying whatever spirit is showing you about someone. Okay. It doesn't have to be cheating, but it could be somebody lying to you or whatever else, but it could be cheating. Again, everybody's situation will be a little bit different, but the messages will still resonate. Look, you need to understand that this Ace of Cups goes through Archangel Michael. It goes through you. This is something that you possess. You possess the love of God. God's and the Holy Spirit loves you and cherishes you. You are a prized possession of God. You belong to God. You don't belong to this earthly world. That's why when your body fades away, your soul will go straight back to your higher self, God, you know? Also, if you have a loving family, cherish your family, spend time with your family, okay? The Ace of Cups also talks about you finding like a twin flame or soulmate. So yeah, and count on your friends. If you're breaking up in a relationship with somebody and you have friends that are common, what is it, like common friends, like they're also friends with your ex, and maybe think about not talking to those people if they're going to choose, you know, and it sucks to have somebody have to choose a side, but like when you're dealing with illogical, irrational people, you know, it's either the side of God or the side of not God, okay? 8 of Cups, because these people, they have to walk away dissatisfied anyways. Because they're not able to emotionally break you, and they can't put you in the energy of disappointment permanently. These people, they think that that somebody wanted you to leave your job. No. If your job's what's giving you income, don't leave your job just because somebody doesn't like you. There will be people that love you and people that don't love you. Do not even think twice about the ones that don't. Don't waste your energy on that, okay? Because I can guarantee you that with the Ace of Cups coming out, that you have a lot more people and a lot more beings that love you than ones that don't. So don't, there may be a few bad apples in the batch, but don't cry over the few bad apples that are in the batch. Just know that every batch of apples, there may be a few apples that, that rotted or whatever. But remove those apples from the batch so that they don't infect and rot the other apples. You get what I'm saying here? Also, somebody just needs to make a different plan. If this is like traveling, relocating, whoever this person is, they need to, if you're breaking up with somebody or you just have or you're about to, this other person needs to find somewhere else to go and live. 8 of Pentacles. They need to find another job to do because these people are not anointed to do the work that you do. They are not blessed in the way that you are. They are not gifted in the way that you are. And this is why they are sour. This could be why you had a lot of competition in your relationship because you're dealing with somebody that, and again, I would not put anything past people who are wicked. People who are wicked they will poison you. They will put things in your food. Like if you find out that somebody is on wicked time, then stay away from that person because you know that you cannot trust them. If you can't trust somebody, then you can't trust them. Don't try to force yourself to trust somebody that you can't trust. That way you're not opening yourself up to being in the 3 of Swords. I get also that you don't need to fear being inadequate. You are more than enough. God, your higher self is God, infinite, which means you are more than enough. God is enough. You are enough. I would start thinking thoughts that are in alignment with you being enough because you are. You're enough to protect yourself. You're enough to draw in a new relationship. You're enough to get a new job. You're enough to do this light work that you're here to do. You are more than enough. You have more than what the average person possesses on the inside. I'm serious. Everybody if they focus on God, everybody can connect with God, but not everybody can do this work, divine light work that you're here to do. Not everybody has a good spirit. Like some people don't have integrity. Some people don't have good intentions. Not everybody is the same. There is oneness, but oneness is us being one. It doesn't mean that we're all the same. We're all at different parts in our journey, and the more that we can accept where we're at in our journey, the better things are going to be. Sometimes I used to get every once in a while get really insecure about my age and feel like, gosh, I'm so old. And yeah, it's just a bad feeling, release that, let go of your limitations of yourself, right? You're at the right age, right time, right place where you need to be. Good. I'm glad that you guys are focusing on you. That's what you need to be doing, because when you have everything else focusing on you, and it is everything else, you have the angelic realm, you have God, you have the divine, and then you have these other people that are focusing on you. And again, you need to focus on you so that you can use your high priestess ability and avoid tragedy. Listen to your intuition. When you get that gut feeling or that woozy feeling, that weird feeling that somebody's doing something wrong to you, I would don't just take crazy actions, but seek further confirmation. Like ask for a sign, pray for a dream, ask God to show you what's going on, and ask for confirmation or not confirmation. You know what I mean? Ask for discernment and truth. And again, the positive can only do what you ask it to do. If you don't give your positive team of highest light and resonance actual permission to assist you, then they won't assist you because they respect free will. So yeah, you've got somebody that's very disappointed because they have to walk away. And I feel like if you haven't made this choice yet, you're going to make this choice because you're going to listen to yourself. Page of Wands. This could be with a younger person that you have to make a decision. This could be with a child. You know, that not paying child support thing did come out. Maybe this other person, maybe they don't want to pay for their child. If you're going through a custody battle, I feel for you. But yeah, it's just like you have to think about what's in your highest and best good and what's in the highest and best good of the child. And if you fighting with somebody is a situation, I would stop fighting with them. Why waste your energy? You know what I mean? On something you don't even have to handle that the angels will handle. Yeah, Ace of Swords. You're divinely protected. This is what I'm saying. You don't have to engage in bickering with people and arguing with them. If they think that they know everything, and this is what I'm saying, you guys are here to shed light on the truth and to bring expansion and awareness and raising in consciousness and your intellectual property and all that. Like if these people think that they know everything, then let them go continue on their fucked up little lives, thinking that they know everything and thinking that they don't, that you ain't shit. Let them do that. Because again, rejection is protection. The people that want to reject you and make you feel worthless are the people that you need to be protected from. So it's best to let those people, let the divine realm handle them. And just know that you don't have to seek no vengeance. The divine realm will handle them. Okay, because this is the thing, what they do to others will happen to them. How they treat others, they will be treated. That is like verbatim. Okay, that's part of Christ consciousness. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. These people, if they don't see, they have no idea to even understand what it would be like to be you and to go through the experience that they put you through. That's why they can't do unto others as they would have others do unto them. Because they would never be in your position to be blessed and protected in the first place, to deal with jealousy and envious people. Four of Wands, you've completed a project. Your goals are in manifestation. People want to reject that. Let them. You don't need to argue with anybody. The people that are for you will be for you. The ones that are not, oh well. At least you tried to help them. That's all you could do. You know, the divine will handle it. And that's why I was saying releasing the need to control. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you're getting messages and downloads from the universe to move on from something or someone. And this is possibly changing the outcome of an event or a series of events that was going to occur had you allowed this person, place, or thing to, you know, continue to exist in your life in this way. And just because you hold yourself to a high standard doesn't mean that you can hold everybody else to that standard. I wouldn't even attempt to. There's going to be people on this planet that all you can expect from them is low vibing bullshit. Okay, I wouldn't even waste no time expecting anything good from anybody. Just know that you can give yourself what you need and that you already have it within you. Everything that you need is within you. And I'm just here I'm just a mouthpiece for God and the Holy Spirit to remind you that everything that you need is within you. You have access to it. Anybody wanting to come and kick over your cup of love, is going to be failing to do so, because your cup of love comes from God. Queen of Wands, you are dealing with somebody that is a witch. Okay. They could be the mother of this Page of Wands. Oh, well, these unaware witches and warlocks, this is their day. This is their day and the end of their reign of tyranny. Going into the new age, these witches and warlocks are getting news that their spells are not just no longer working, that they don't have the ability to perform magic anymore. It's getting to the point where God already knows. God was testing these people, but God knows, since God saw that God already knows everything that these people were doing with witchcraft. That's why God is resolving it all in the way that not only this person, but their child will never be able to cast another fucking spell so long as they live, because they should have never played with you like this. It's completely uncalled for. And you don't, if you feel like you have to cast a spell on somebody to make them love you, to make them like you, to hurt them or curse them, then you better be ready and expect and be ready that energy will be sent back to you, whether it's through another person, a negative entity, or whatever the universe decides to cook up. Okay. However the universe decides to bring it back. That's why I think respecting people's lives and their free will and their destinies is probably the wisest thing, and minding one's own business. King of Swords. Because you're not here to judge these people. This is why I don't understand why people attack you guys so violently. You're not even here to judge them, but there is a higher authority that is here to judge them, but you're not it. You're here to enlighten people, not to judge them. Okay. Like I said, these witches and warlocks that are doing all of this stuff, all they need, you don't need to do anything to destroy them at all. They're already on a self-destructive path. These people are miserable people. They're never going to be happy because they're doing witchcraft, first of all. Secondly, and again, I'm talking about casting spells on other people. I'm not talking about praying and burning a candle. That's not witchcraft to me. Witchcraft to me is abusing your spiritual power to hurt and harm others, or stalk others, or spy on them, or get information to then hurt and harm others, or whatever. It's just not used in a positive way, right? These people are going to be judged by King of Swords energy, who does have moral standards. And again, these people are being judged for some shit that happened a long time ago between you and them. Okay. This could have happened 3 to 5 years ago, whatever spell work they were putting on you. And just now, these people are finally up under some severe judgment, getting judged for it. Okay. It could have been that this bullshit was going on for quite some time. This person and their child cursing your work. And I do feel like this Queen of Wands was getting their child to curse you. Let's get the likes up, you guys, please, and thank you. I think that they were trying to use the innocence of their child, seeing that, oh, well, let me just send the energy through another avenue. And they taught their child some type of spell and allowed their child to do it. And now their child is in the same situation that they are. Because again, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what spell work these people do. You are still beloved by God. You're still doing the right thing, and you will be protected in times of danger. And these people keep trying to put you in danger. They've been doing love work on you for years, trying to dominate and control your heart space, your throat, how you express, how you perceive things, what you can see, what you can't. I mean, this is just like trying to take control over somebody else's life. These people are not creating your life. They are not your God. You're not going to bow down and worship them. You do not care about these people. You probably forgot about them. And they're only coming up right now because they're facing severe consequences for the actions that they took and the words they used against you are facing severe consequences for that, which they never thought was possible because, again, they were allowed to get away with their bullshit for quite some time. Four of Swords. And this judge is going to put an end to this. I'm serious. This judge is going to be like, we're going to be watching you. You cast one more spell. You do one more incantation. You do one more whatever else they do. You do one more of this thing. You make one more false report, and we're going to put you in a fucking coffin. That's like literally the judgment that's coming from this King of Swords. To stop using voodoo and whatever else to abuse others while they're pretending to be a Christian on every single day of the week, but then using voodoo in the background. Stop it. Okay? First of all, God and Jesus is more powerful than voodoo. Okay? Point blank, period. And there should not be no person that looks like this doing voodoo. I'm sorry, but no. Like, why don't they go to the avenue of magic that their ancestry is aligned with? Why, these people are not like white people that come from Africa. They're like literally just white people that think that they're better than everybody else. And they think that they can use and abuse African spirits because they have a fucked up mind, a bad mentality, a bad mindset, and a bad slave mentality mindset. These people do not care about others at all. They have no respect for the slaves that built this country. They have no respect whatsoever for African culture or African people or African American or African anything. The complete disrespect. And that is something that I can't get behind. And that's why these Orishas and stuff like that and Loa will not get behind these people and back up their bullshit. Because they, these Orishas and Loas helped enslaved people become free through spiritual practices. Why are they going to help this pasty cracker bitch? I'm sorry, not to be rude, but why would they help this person that is the exact person that enslaved the people that they care for? Like, not in this life they didn't, but this person has the same mentality that their ancestors did, that their skin color makes them better than everybody else, and it gives them the authority to do whatever they want to somebody else without any type of consequence. And it's sickening to me. It really is. And I don't know if this is also a religious thing that they're thinking that's giving them the right to be this way, but no. Okay? No. Four of Cups. These people are bored. They're so discontent and unhappy with their own lives. This is what I'm saying. Like, they are dissatisfied and they're focusing only on, well, first of all, they're emotionally exhausted from trying to do something to you because you have Archangel Michael and God protecting you. But like literally, these people have lost their interests in the things that they love to do. Because bullying, gang stalking, harassing, and witchcraft was what they loved to do. And now they can't, without having the power to do that and the ability, and with these people being watched like a hawk, like there's something watching over them, monitoring them, that if they ever do another spell, they are literally effed. Okay? I'm serious. They were told to completely stop what they were doing because it was causing a lot of negative karma to come back on a whole group of people. And these people are the two people responsible. And I feel bad for this woman's child because they're going to be held responsible as well. Tarot is not bad. Tarot was not created when the Bible was created. You will not find not one passage in the Bible or any other spiritual book that says that tarot is bad. Tarot did not exist when the Bible was written. It was not around. Okay. So anybody that's telling you that is talking out of their ass, because you can go do the research. I've done the research. The tarot did not exist until way after the medieval period. And the Bible was written way before any types of periods, literally. So yeah, it's not in the Bible. It doesn't say that there's anything wrong and bad about tarot. That's what people say because they demonize everything that they fear. Anything that could give them knowledge and insight, they're going to demonize it, because that's what Christians and other people do. When they're in religious psychosis, they demonize everything and not realizing that everything is a part of God's creation. And it's how you use a tool, that makes the biggest difference. It's like these people, they're using tools that they're abusing them. Queen of Swords. See, you cut this person off. Yeah, we're not witches. Absolutely not. My definition of a witch is somebody that abuses their spiritual power to hurt and harm others. And if you're using your spiritual power to heal and help others, then that means that you're a healer, not a witch. But the people are going to put labels and say whatever they want to say. You just have to know who you are and know that first of all, the Bible is not law. The Bible is written by dead men. Most of them betrayed Jesus and denied Jesus. And then they want to write a book about Jesus, but only include their canon. They wanted to exclude all of the book of Enoch, which is the rest of time, all of the missing time that is not in BC to AD, which is before Christ's birth and then after death. All of that missing time is the book of Enoch. They don't want you to know that Enoch ascended. They don't want you to know that you can ascend into heaven and go straight into God's presence without having to die. They don't want you to know any of that. That's why they excluded the book of Enoch, the book of giants, and all of the knowledge of all of the time periods and what was happening. They don't want you to know about that. They don't want you to know about the fallen watchers, none of that, because that's not canon that supports their agenda, which is what they chose to include in their Bible so that they could dominate, control, and manipulate others. And I'm not saying, and Bible is just a spell book. It really is. You can use it to bless or to curse. It's your intention when you use it. But what people cannot do is use it to religiously condemn, because it straight up says in the Bible to not judge others, to not do that. So what they can't do is, these people that swear that they love Jesus so much are attacking the exact people who are like Jesus. That's the truth. They don't want to look at it like that, but that's what they're doing. They're attacking the people that represent Jesus returning. And so they're basically just as bad as the Romans, or I would say the Nazis, to be quite honest. But yeah. Yeah, this is going to be an end in the fighting with these people. That's for sure. You cut them off, so you're like not accepting any more drama from them. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, you guys. Yes, like Buddha is enlightenment. Absolutely. The Tao, there are many sacred scripts that have good things in them. But are all of them the 100% answer? No, they're not. If they were, people would be ascending out of this plane and into heaven and becoming angels and stuff. Which could be part of the process, but it's going to happen through self-awareness, not, something that was written by somebody that's not alive to ask them about why they wrote it and what they meant. The 5 of Pentacles is homelessness. These people are facing a situation that they're going to be very upset not being able to get out of. But you know what? If you didn't cut them off, you would be attached to this homeless, broke-ass energy too. And so this is why you had to cut these people off, because they were bringing around poverty, lack mindset, greed, and the 7 deadly sins with them. the star, and they hate the fact that you are ushering in the new age of Aquarius. These people wanted to be the one to bring the new age into enactment, but they're still functioning from the age of Pisces, which is like sacrifice somebody for gain. And this is what I'm saying, is like their spell work is only going to affect them from now on. We've canceled and rebuked it, and we've nullified it, and we've reversed it, and we've blocked it to the point where anything else that's done is only going to happen to them. They can't sacrifice any more children to the devil for gain. They just can't. And, you know, these people are going to say, oh, I need a place to live. I have kids, blah, blah, blah. Well, maybe they should have thought about that before they were trying to curse your place to live. Because the thing is that Archangel Michael can reverse any curse and can cut cords and can do anything, like literally. And these people think that just like overnight that your life is going to completely drastically change directions. No, it's not. No, it's not. These people's is though, because they won't let it go. They won't put it aside. They won't stop. All they have to do is let you live your life and let you be, and respect. All people have to do is respect other people's free will and their life. But these other people, they don't want to do that. And so they're going to get themselves in a lot of trouble by not respecting free will and not respecting God's intentions. These people don't want to have to be obedient. They don't want to have to stop engaging in toxic behavior. They don't want this new age to come in, and they definitely don't want you being the representative of it, the example of it, and ushering it in. And you already are. What can they do about something that's already happened and that's already been created? Like I said, you have a soul contract with the universe here, a 2 of Cups, long-lasting relationship, and literally this star energy, this new age of Aquarius energy, you have a contract to usher it in. This witch does not. They don't have any type of contract, because whatever they've done has screwed their life up so bad that they need an exorcist, a priest, and a bunch of other shit. Like, seriously. They need to do a turnaround in their life. And the thing is it doesn't matter. Even if this witch stops doing what they're doing and tries to turn their life around and goes to God, God's not going to give this witch your contract. Your destiny is yours. God's not going to give this witch a place to be of importance to others because of how they operate and how they think. And this person would only be going to God half-hearted, being fake as fuck anyways, just repenting and trying to change their ways so that they could get a blessing, so that then they could use and abuse that blessing, and so that they could shine and look like they're on top. And no, God has protected you from this person for years. This person is only now getting in trouble for what they did for years and years and years, that they didn't want to take accountability for. And they're still using their old methods, thinking it's going to work in a new age, you know? The Empress. Yeah, they're using the old methods, thinking it's going to work in a new age, when you're the mother, you're the divine feminine. What you plant is coming to fruition. Yes, it is their karma, absolutely. And so they're going to have to watch you have this soul contract, usher in the new age, help a bunch of people, make a bunch of contacts, become someone that is, you know, of importance, become someone that has great worth, and become somebody. You already are somebody that's blessed, but you know, it's going to be right in this person's face, like God preparing a table before you in the presence of your enemies. I also hear, do not fear, you know, whatever this witch has been sending at you. You can literally say, look, all of the spirits and witchcraft that this person has been sending to me, I just want to state that it's very unjust, unfair, and it's coming from a place of greed and envy. And those spirits, I'm going to give them over to Archangel Michael, because they really need to check themselves before they wreck themselves, because coming for you will wreck them. And at this point, if I were the spirits, I would be feeling set up by this Queen of Wands. I would be like, why are you sending me towards that divinely protected chosen one all of the time? That's exactly it. It's going to see all of the things that he did to you, and it's going to happen to them. That's exactly it. Knight of Cups. And then they'll learn, like, that once this person is in the position that they were trying to put you in for so long, once they're there in that position, suffering and struggling, not knowing why things don't ever work out, not knowing how to fix it, feeling broken, lost, and alone, until this person is in the position that you're in, or that you were in, that being completely destroyed and hurt and heartbroken, you know, until they're in a position to where they go through some of the shit that you've been through, they don't have the, even if they do that, there's nothing saying that they're actually going to repent or feel sorry for what they did. They'll probably just be upset that they're going through it and that it's not you. And that's not a change in behavior. That's the same behavior. That hatred is not the way. Knight of Cups. Fear and hatred is not the way. This Queen of Wands will never be loved by a man. Okay? And that's not me speaking that into creation. That's what's literally I'm seeing. They want this. They want to put love spells on people, force this love, force all this stuff. They have basically effed up the rest of their lifetime here. Because they will never be loved by a man or a woman. Nobody will ever love this person. They don't love themselves. Eight of Swords. These people are facing restrictions. They're being restricted in the spiritual realm. They're literally being judged. They're possibly going to even go to jail. They were told to stop doing something and to leave you alone. And since they didn't do that, yeah, they can go to spiritual jail. That's absolutely possible. You could have been dealing with like 20 years with this person and their bullshit. Enough is enough. How, for what reason should you continue to go through things at the hands of somebody who will never ever be in alignment, who is completely insignificant to this entire realm and this future world that we're making? These people are going to fall away because what they've done is destroy themselves. In the process of trying to destroy you, they've destroyed everything that they were, which wasn't shit from the beginning, but it is what it is. Page of Swords. They're still spying on you, though. This is one reason why they're in so much trouble, is because all they do is spy, 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 invade your privacy, send spirits, send monitoring things to invade your privacy. That's all these people do. So are they going to, why should they be surprised when somebody comes in and dominates them and invades their privacy? Literally. Like, how would these people like to feel their human rights stripped from them? It's funny that people don't think of other people as people. They think of other people as something else. Okay, let's get an outcome from this situation. So I can go and relax. But yeah, you know, you're showing up the higher ranked divine being with soul contract, new age of Aquarius. You cut this person off because they were jealous and envious, and because they were cheating and they were unfaithful and they were untrue and they were untrustworthy. And, you know, if this Knight of Cups is the person that you were dealing with, if they were dealing with a Queen of Wands behind your back. I don't trust this Knight of Cups energy. You don't need a knight. When you're an empress, you want an emperor. You want a boss. You want somebody on your level. You definitely don't want somebody that, yeah, he's a Capricorn. You don't want somebody that is gonna just show up and show out and then bounce. You know, you want somebody that's on your level, that can lead others, that's in a position to be stable. Look, the Death. This is an ending to whatever monitoring, stalking, harassment, bullying. These people straight up are going to have to deal with the words that they said to you, the things that they tried to do to you, and the things that they wanted will happen to them. It will happen to them. This death they wanted to occur, I'm serious, it's going to happen to them. And it may be a physical death, which is very unfortunate because they caused this shit themselves. They caused the ending of their home, their living situation, the ending of their support system, the ending, like, these people could have been sacrificing the energy of innocent children. Now they're sorry. They don't understand what being sorry is. These people do not have the capability emotionally or mentally to be sorry for the actions and words that they've done and how they've inflicted and suffering upon everyone. This Queen of Wands would destroy their own mother the moment that they got the chance. Okay, I'm serious. This person does not respect anyone. They don't love anyone. Knight of Swords. They have a lot of aggressive ass energies. This could be a military person. Yeah, they have a lot of aggressive energies coming towards them that are very displeased with these people. So, you know, they've got a lot of bad karma to answer for while you have justice coming in to balance the scales for you. You know, it's justice for you to be respected. It's justice for you to have this emperor. That is what's just, for you to be able to be in a position of power, to inspire and lead others to God, to the truth, to their higher selves, or even to just, even if it's not something related to God or spirituality, you're here to lead other people to just being a happier person. Okay, and away from engaging in low vibrational behavior. This sacrifice is a failed sacrifice. These people were not able to sacrifice like you for what? These people wanted to sacrifice their own soul to gain something from you. That's not even possible. They just want to be a part of this harvest that's coming your way. This harvest is because you have done the work. You have the Ace of Wands. The magic is with you. Literally. You have the Ace of Pentacles. You have all of the blessings. This is what these people are so afraid and pissed off about, is that your inheritance, your blessings can clearly be seen. And the people around these people are now realizing that you were always the chosen Christ-like one, and that this person was a witch the entire time. That's what they're seeing. This entire Hierophant group that's judging them is putting these people in the tower because they wanted to abuse their power and sacrifice you, and that did not happen. Literally, these people are going to be stuck competing with one another while you're over here spreading the light of the sun, helping people heal from their inner child wounds and helping them grow stronger each day. You have a whole community and soul tribe of people backing you and people that need your assistance. Who are these people to mess with God's plan? You have a happily ever after. This is what's owed to you after going through about 20 years of suffering, if not more. 20 years of having to fight over having a home, having to fight over having an inheritance, having to fight for your life every day. Now this person is about to go through probably the rest of their life in the same energy that you were in, having to defend yourself. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Finally, it's in your hands. Because again, when it was in the hands of these other people, what did they do with it? They took that fortune and that destiny and they destroyed their own shit. They literally took those resources and did not invest them into anything that would ever give them a positive return. That's on them. Now it's your turn. And these people are pissed off because they see you over here winning. And they're like, well, what can I do to stop that? And there's nothing that they can do. Archangel Michael was your first card. That means that this is over. There's nothing that they can do. 7 of Wands. And you're not going to be over here defending yourself for what? Against people that mean nothing to you, that will never mean anything to you, and that never really did mean anything to you because they were doing you dirty, cheating on you, lying to you, deceiving you, hoodwinking you, tricking you, and gaslighting and narcissistically abusing you. Like, these people will never mean anything to you other than a lesson to overcome and something to heal. Other than that, they're insignificant. They have depleted their role in your life. These people have destroyed their own stability. And by putting you in a position to defend yours is not going to give them theirs. And they just haven't learned that yet, but they will. And expect to be criticized. Just know that when you're doing something right that's helping the world, there will be criticism. People will have a problem with that because they're very uncomfortable with other people being of assistance to others. It pisses some people off. You just have to understand that and not take it personal as much as possible. I know it's pretty hard when you get bullied and harassed and people are cruel to you. It's really hard not to take it personal, but they don't give them what they want. They want to be satisfied off of you being hurt. Don't give them what they want. Okay. So if you have to stand your ground and defend yourself again, do it, but do it with kindness and do it with self-respect and do it with self-love and say, look, I cannot have you. If this is a toxic family member, if this is an ex, whoever they are, I can't have you in my life due to the toxic behavior and the toxic treatment that, has been dished out to me. And I don't deserve that. I'm choosing myself in this situation. And I hope you choose yourself in this situation. And I wish you peace. But, we don't need to be in contact. I don't need to hear from you. I don't need to know what's going on in your life. I don't care. I release you. I cut cords with you, whatever. You know what I mean? I release this entire group of people that you tried to come for me. And I give them into the hands of the archangels and God. And look, this person is pissed off because they sold themselves. They sold a part of themselves to have what you have, and they don't have it. They don't have any new projects coming in. These people are up under severe judgment. They don't have any blessing coming in because they sold themselves to a demonic energy. Okay. They don't have it. Why would anybody think that after they sell themselves to the devil that they're going to be blessed? Delusions. Has anybody that sold their soul to the devil been a happy person after that? No. This witch and her reign of tyranny over your life is over. You will remain a Queen of Pentacles. And you isolating and going into hermit mode is what blocked these people from being able to have access to you. Because sometimes all a witch needs is your ability, your reasoning to talk to them at all or acknowledge them. They'll take that as an open door to do spells on you. Absolutely not. Page of Cups. These people have nothing to offer you, and you have everything to offer the world with the fame and public recognition. 6 of Wands. All right, one more message, and then we're going to go. What else? The 5 of Cups. These people are in regret. They're deeply regretting coming for you. These people came for you without any reason. And jealousy and envy is not a reason. That is not a legit reason. Okay? It's not an accepted universe. That is some self-centered, egotistical, their opinion ass bullshit reason. That's not no reason to try to come for somebody that's chosen, that's doing what God asked them to do. That's actually helping the world. These people, they don't want to see other people helped out of tragedies. Yeah, they're suffering, grieving. These people are crying because they know that they've caused somebody great emotional pain with the magic that they were doing, that was causing the 7 of Cups illusions, stuck in their shadow, can't balance their dark side stuff, trying to block your love life and your wish fulfillment and your ability to have a home on this world, to have a job, to relocate, or to travel. This person is still sitting around waiting for the tables to turn and for things to work out for them, and it's not going to, because you are so strong. And whatever they did illegally is catching up with them, spiritually and physically. While you're focusing on a new business idea, you have everything that these people want. I'm serious. These people are going to have to make payments. They're going to be made a beggar because that's what they tried to do to you unjustly. It will be done to them. And whatever they did with the moon, what goes around comes back around. Secret hidden enemies for these people. Bad luck for them and the ones that they love. Them being wounded in the days to come. The police being after them. They have a lot to worry about. A King of Wands. They have a lot to worry about. Okay? And your love life, your peace, your happiness, your destiny, your sanity, your home, your property, your influence, your importance, all of that is not what they need to be worried about. They need to be worried about what is happening to them and what's coming for them. And since they decided to abuse an innocent person and mistreat and neglect and harass and stalk and torture and torment somebody that didn't deserve it, they need to be concerned about what's coming for them. what the universe has cooked up for them. That's in alignment with what they've been asking for, which is torture and torment and demonic energy and the devil and evil. These people are very low vibrational, and they don't want to grow up. They just want to blame you for why they're stuck. They're stuck because what they were doing was wrong, and the universe is showing them that. All right, you guys, thank you for liking the video. Please like the video, okay? Please tap the notification bell. Make sure you're subscribed. All that stuff really helps the platform. If you guys could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Please and thank you. And I love you so much. Remember, if you guys are interested in Vassago tarot card spreads and spells to teach you how to read cards for yourself and for others, and the original Rider-Waite deck, go back to the beginning of this reading and listen to where I read from this book. Okay, so you can get a feel for that. And the links to these books are in the description box below. Same thing with the Truth of God, Advanced Intuitive Living Workbook. If you're interested in that, go back to the beginning of this reading where I go into depth into it. But just know that things are going to, oh, you're welcome, you guys. I love you so much. Know that things, yeah, it will be dished back out to them in equal measure. Know that things are working out for you, okay? Please like the video, tap the notification bell, make sure you're subscribed. I love you so much. Peace be with you, you guys. I'll see you in the next reading, okay? Bye.